Hello and welcome back to the channel. My name is Nordic HammerJ. In today's video, I'm going to show you how you can clean and trim up your beard. Now, full disclaimer, I am by no means a professional hairstylist or a barber or being sponsored by any beard or beard oil companies, or at least not yet. So this video is going to show you how I personally take care and clean up and trim my beard. Because hopefully, if you're watching this, you're probably someone who has a new full-size fresh beard and you really don't know what you're doing with it yet. So hopefully I can give you some tips or advice or just show you how I take care of it and maybe answer some questions you didn't know you had about it yet. So first things first, I like to clean and wash my beard to make sure it's all good to go before I do anything with it. So let me take a quick shower, and while I do that, maybe you can hit that subscribe button and do all that good YouTube stuff to help, support the channel. So let me take care of that and I'll be right back and we can get started. So now that you have your beard all nice and clean and for the most part pretty dry, my next step for you is to basically do whatever you normally do for your daily beard routine. In my case, I use a beard oil that I'm currently not sponsored by, or at least yet, and then brush it straight-ish with a beard comb. Now, jokes aside, this comb is pretty cool. It's made out of bone and I got it from Grimfrost. So if you're interested in getting a comb like this, I'll have a link for it in the description down below. Grimfrost, you're welcome, and maybe sponsor me. Be pretty cool. So why I do this before I actually trim my beard is because I'm pretty sure that hair and beards in general just have a kind of memory to it. So if you get your beard all situated how you would normally, it really shows you what you got to work with. And any areas or spots you want to trim, shape, target, design, whatever you want to do. Because if you just start hacking away at it straight from the shower, your beard's not really in the shape or position that it would be normally, because it's still kind of on the damp side. So get that taken care of. Let me get some oil in, brushed out as straight as my curly beard would let me, and we can move on to the actual trimming step. Now remember that beard oil is typically for the skin itself and not really for the hair. So you want to make sure you get a good amount of your beard oil on your actual chin of your skin. Well, yeah, the skin on your chin, I should say. And really work it in there. You want to make sure that you get all over your hair into your beard. You can get it on the hair, obviously, but it's more for the skin because the oil is for hydrating the skin to prevent it from drying out and giving you bad beard hair roots, I guess, for lack of better words. So now that you got your beard nice and oiled, you want to comb it straight. Now, I don't know how well it'll actually show on the camera if it's actually going to be straight-ish or not, but at least visually, it looks pretty good. Come on, for some reason my camera's darkening up a little bit. So, yeah, looks pretty good. So let's move on to actually trimming the beard. Okay, so now it's time for the big decision. How much of your beard are you planning on trimming off and shaping? Now, I personally like my beard to be on the fuller and bigger side, so I don't plan on taking off a lot. I do like the shape, I do like the size, but I just want to kind of straighten up some lines and make it a little bit more presentable. But accidents do happen, and hopefully the gods are on my side and my beard is going to be able to survive for another day. So, I like to think that there's 4 spots on your beard you need to focus on when you trim. You have above the lip, your top line, your side profile, and then your front facing bottom area as well. Now, there really is no right or wrong area to start out with first, but I find that I usually start with the sides first. I don't know why, it just is what I do. Now to clean up the sides, I like to use a non-sponsored electric trimmer, razor, shaver, whatever you want to call it. And I currently have a 3/8 or 10mm guard on top, and I like to do the sides first. Now, if you want to take a lot off, go upwards. If you want to just get rid of the straggling spider legs, as I call them, work your way down. Because going with the grain, going with the grain versus against the grain. If you go against the grain, you're gonna take a lot more off. So let's go with 3/8, 10mm. Start from the convenient line I have right at my glasses and work my way down. I'm going to kind of flare it out a little bit, just a little bit, because again, I like the size, I like the shape, just want to clean up the lines a little bit. So let's get the sides taken care of. Okay, so that was just part of it. I'm going to clean it up a little bit more, but just to really show you the difference between the two sides. This side is not bad, just a little bit poofy, and this side is straighter. It's a nice straight edge, and that's what we're going for. So I'm going to do the same thing to the other side, and I'll move on to the next step. So now I have both my sides kind of trimmed up a little bit, as you can probably hopefully tell. But we're not done with the side profile yet, because as you can see, it's still not quite as a clean line as I'm hoping for. Now this is where you really gotta just kind of trust and commit to what you got going on. So I removed the guard off the electric trimmer, and you want to kind of pick a point and kind of cut into it inwards and go straight down. If you want to go with a straight edge beard, if you want to just leave it poofy and not unkept, but just poofy, you don't have to do that step. But I want to try to clean up a little bit of a line. I do want to kind of bring it in just a little bit because I typically use my Mjolnir pendant as kind of my guideline for where my beard length is going to be right now. And as you can tell, can't see the pendant. So, going to try to bring it up just a little bit. So again, guard off, deep breath, and then pick a point and just going to cut into it and work your way down to roughly about here-ish. So, and you might want to brush it out while you're doing everything because keep it nice and clean. Get it straight. Let's go. So pick your point, razor on, and nice and slow. You don't want to rush it. And honestly, you don't really want to be talking either, but gotta get that content. Okay, so now that is cut off, you can hopefully see the difference between this side and this side. So once again, I'm going to just copy the same thing on the other side, and I'll be right back. How you holding up? Doing good so far? Good, I believe in you. So now we have both sides trimmed up to the angles that we want. And I've realized while I was doing the left side why I probably start with the sides first, because honestly I think that's probably the worst part of trimming your beard. I don't know, gets me a little nervous sometimes. But we got it looking pretty good. I like the shape, I like the size we got going. Now we need to just finish up the bottom front facing of it. And again, hard parts behind us, but we're going to still be using the same electric tool, trimmer, razor, whatever you want to call it. And we're going to just clean up the edge. I want to go for a little bit more of a rounder beard, not quite like the Kratos pointed beard, but somewhere in between that and like a gnome. So just gonna clean up the rounded edge, kind of make it look more of a natural curve versus what we got right now. A little bit more of a ZZ top thing going on at the moment, but let's get that taken care of. So again, electric razor, trimmer, whatever you want to call it, no guard still, on, and let's clean the front. So nice and easy, nice and small marks with it, nothing crazy. And once you get that overall shape you want to be going for, now it's time for that last big step in trimming your beard, taking care of the underside of the front facing of your beard. Now, you don't want to go too much, or you don't want to take too much of it off, because if you do, it's going to be really thin and your beard's going to be very transparent in the front. So the easiest thing that I like to do is look in the mirror, get your trimmer, razor, and hand ready still, kind of have your neck or your face be upward, find a spot, and just cut straight into it. So razor flat, come on, razor flat, get some hair off of that, razor flat, and just cut straight in towards your neckline, your Adam's apple. So I'm gonna go right about here. Electric razor on. And once again, you're gonna do multiple small cuts with it. It's always sad to see the hair fall down. But you know, it's your beard. It's going to grow back even stronger next time you do it. I don't think that's a myth, but still, with the right nutrition, it'll grow back just as strong and if not stronger. So why we do that, well, cleaning up the inner side, why we do that is it kind of lightens up the beard a little bit, not make it so as heavy and poofy as it was before. I typically don't do that in like the winter months because, you know, it's cold, try to be as warm as possible. But during the summer, which it is right now while recording this, and specifically is Beard Day. So cool, happy Beard Day to everyone who's reached this point. Comment down below how long you've had your beard. I've had mine for 12 years as this recording. So once again, it kind of cleans up the bottom, kind of lightens it up a little bit, and not make your neck as hot as it could be during the summer. So congrats, you just got your beard, or in my opinion, the hardest part of your beard taken care of. And again, see, you can see my mule there again. So, good size. Now that we have that taken care of, we're going to focus on the lip and the top line. So, let's get that going. So now we're going to move on to fixing the line above your lip. And it's going to be very similar to what you just did for under your front face of it, but kind of reverse and upward. What I'm trying to say is you're going to be doing this with, again, the electric trimmer without a guard on it still, and you want to be going upward. Now, how I typically do it is I kind of like pucker my lips a little bit and then find a spot that would be like right where like the lips would meet, like you're going to kiss the front of the electric trimmer, and just go upwards above your lip area. Don't go where you connect from your mustache to your beard, but more just in between your two lines. Now, why I do my mustache is because if you let it grow out too long in the front, you're going to start chewing on it when you start eating your food, and it's not fun. It's just not. So let's get that going. Again, trimmer, upward, puck your lips, and just go straight up. Don't go in, just straight up, like this. Okay. Sometimes your mustache hairs kind of grow in different angles, so that's why you saw me trying to like adjust it. There was one I kind of went to the side and I didn't realize it, but you get the gist. So yeah, there you go. You can actually see my lip again, well, my lips, and that's going to be out of the way for eating food, which is really good. Now for the sides of your mustache, you're going to put on that 3/8 10 millimeter guard again, and you're going to work downwards, going from roughly about here on both sides, and just kind of blend it into your mustache. Well, no, you're going to blend your mustache into your beard. You can just take the guard off and take the guard off. Nope. You can take the guard off and just do a clean cut straightward into it, but I don't want to have that sharp of an edge. I want to be able to just blend the two and merge it back in. So if you want to do not that, guard off, and just cut right there and right there. But I think it looks kind of silly. But you know, everyone has their style. Do whatever you want. Only you can be happy with your beard. So again, guard on, go just above where your mustache meets your beard, and blend it into your beard, like so. And there you go. It's just that easy. You won't be taking a lot off of it. It's more just to kind of prevent my beard from looking like it has like that big handlebar mustache. Not quite the look I'm going for. I want it to just look like one big beard. So that's that. And now for the final step, very easy, probably the easiest step and the least concerning, is you're going to clean up your top line. And when I mean top line, I mean the spot between where your mustache meets your beard, up your sideburn. And all you got to do for that is, again, no guard on top of your trimmer, and just follow that line that you've got on both sides. Very easy, very simple. Shouldn't have to explain it. Let's just go. And there you go. And all that does is just kind of get rid of any straggling hairs that might be starting to grow upward on your face. I personally think that kind of happens more the older you get, because when I was a young lad, my beard wasn't as high as it was now on my face. So I kind of think it kind of grows as time goes on. Again, I'm not a professional, just my own thoughts on it. Congratulations, you now have a fully trimmed beard. Now that wasn't so scary now, was it? And as a quick recap, you have your 4 areas. You have your lip line, your top line, your side profile, and your front facing area as well. Now, as I mentioned before, I wasn't really planning on trimming off a lot of my beard today. I like my overall size and shape, so I just want to tuck in and clean up some of the lines. But if you wanted to do something more extreme, do any one of those 4 areas and just adjust it as accordingly as you want to do for your style. It's your beard, rock it out however way you want to. But even then, the before and after, I think you can still tell that we trimmed up the beard, and as far as I can tell, it looks pretty good. So, with that being said, this video is about done. My name's Nordic HammerJ. Thank you for watching. If you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, please do. It really does help out the channel. And until next time, I'll see you then. Bye.